What's going on, guys? So we just got the first gameplay trailer for the new Wolverine game and it looks amazing. The gameplay is really good. Insomniac looks like they might deliver yet again. But there's a concern with the game that another content creator brought up that I think is a really good point. The difficulty.
Excited, but I only have one issue.
What's that?
Well, I personally like games with a challenge. With the Batman Arkham games and Spider-Man games, you could ramp up the difficulty and it made sense. Both Batman and Spider-Man can be hurt, but Wolverine is...
Okay, so?
But Wolverine can take damage, but he's able to immediately start healing. How can you create a game with a challenge surrounding a character that heals constantly?
Rest assured, we have thought of this, and we'll be implementing a system to where the player is only able to passively heal if they're achieving certain combos in combat.
Oh, interesting. So the more damage you deal, the faster you'll heal.
Yes, exactly. We feel like this is a game mechanic that ties directly into Wolverine's brutal nature.
Okay, that sounds sick. I'm definitely hyped for this game now.
Now, I actually agree with him, and I wanted to make this video to add my 2 cents as to how they could increase the difficulty of the game. So, since he mentioned the healing factor, what I thought of was the healing mechanic from Wolverine's Revenge, which is one of the first Wolverine games for console. So to summarize the game, basically Logan escapes the Weapon X facility after getting his adamantium claws, but before doing so he learns that he's been implanted with a deadly virus as a failsafe.
You think you've won, don't you? Well, you haven't. You're a dead man.
What can a dead man kill?
Only a fool designs a weapon without a failsafe. All Weapon X subjects were implanted with a dormant killer virus. The Shiva strain, 100% lethal.
How long?
For a normal human, 1 year. But with a mutant healing factor, who knows?
Now, fun fact, the name of the virus in the game is the Shiva, but in the comics, the Shiva is an AI designed to hunt Weapon X subjects. And the reason for this is to keep the Weapon X program under wraps, so like he said, it's a failsafe. Anyway, after Logan finds out the virus is active in his system, he learns that not only has the virus bypassed his healing factor, but he has 48 hours before it kills him.
I stopped thinking about what those goons told me on my last day at the Weapon X facility.
Start thinking about it now, Logan. The Shiva strain virus that has been dormant in your central nervous system has mutated to bypass your healing factor. It's active and incubating.
How long before it hatches, Hank?
Our best estimates suggest about 2 days before it goes toxic.
2 days? That's my birthday. Ain't that a kick in the head?
So the bulk of the game's story is Logan ends up on a wild goose chase to find the antidote before time runs out, and of course he runs into some trouble along the way. Now, the way the healing factor mechanic works in the game is in order for you to heal back 100%, you have to retract Wolverine's claws and keep them that way, and because of the virus his healing factor isn't as fast, so it adds a bit of difficulty. In fact, I actually remember people complaining that this made the game a little too difficult, because you really had to be strategic with your gameplay. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, I remember there being cheat codes for this game, and one of them was unlimited health. So you see how this game not only had a difficulty mechanic for his healing factor, but the healing is also held back because of a narrative decision. Now, since we're talking about difficulty, another aspect I hope they add to the new game is the stealth missions. So as most of you know, part of Logan's mutation is that he has heightened senses, and this helps him detect danger. And in Wolverine's Revenge, his heightened senses are used as a mechanic for stealth. So you're able to switch into another mode where you can see in the dark, you can see people's footsteps, you can even see the trail of the scent coming from enemies, and the game has a mechanic that allows you to do stealth attacks. In fact, I think there's a couple missions where you have to take out enemies quietly, otherwise mission failed. So Insomniac has options when it comes to the difficulty of the game, and it's still a year away from release, so we'll see what they come up with. Anyway, these are just my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.